Hmm? Oh, hey babe. You're still awake, huh? What were you doing sitting here in the dark? Waiting for me to get home? Uh, okay. Well, I'm home. D- did I. Did I do something wrong? Well, I ask because you look a little. I mean, you look great. But, you seem a bit concerned with me. I'm not sure I've seen that look in your eyes before. And normally when I get off work, you're already in bed, so. And what's going on? Did something happen? You were in my office today and you found something. What were you doing in my office? I've told you before, honey, you really don't have to clean in there. I can take care of it myself, and anyway, just tell me, what exactly did you find? Everything? Let me guess. You found it, didn't you? You found the entrance to my lair. I told the designer that a bookcase door was a bad idea. God, Okay. I know you're probably super mad at me right now, and I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but let me just start by saying that I'm sorry. I'm sorry I've kept this part of my life a secret for so long. I'm sorry I've lied to you, saying I'm going off to work when really I'm out on missions with my crew. I'm sorry I've been living a double life, and I'm sorry I've got you wrapped up in all of this now. I know. I'm supposed to be able to tell you everything, but I mean, I'm honestly surprised you're still here. You just found out I'm a villain. When I imagined something like this happening, I always thought you'd move back in with your parents or one of your friends and call some pro hero to have me arrested. Ow. What was that for? What? How could I think so little of you? I didn't mean to insult you, it's just. How could I think that's what would happen? I mean, I remember one time me and you were watching the news and they had a segment on some recent villain attacks, and you did not have very nice things to say. And you talked about how villains are ruining society, and I thought you'd hate me if you knew I was one of them. I know you're probably still really, really upset with me right now, but love you, and I know this is hard, but I'll tell you anything you want to know, and I hope you'll still... I hope you'll still love me too. God. Thank you for not leaving me. I can't begin to tell you how much that means. And I'm so sorry. Why? It's a really long story. I know most people think of things in a very black and white manner. The villains are bad and heroes are good. I can't even really blame them for thinking that way. In all the media, heroes are portrayed as these all-holy peacekeepers, while villains aren't even humans in most people's eyes. And we're just the ones you should keep a distance from. But even as a kid, I knew things couldn't be that simple. The truth is, a lot of villains are good people. Sure, they do things that are against the law, but that doesn't make them bad by default. I've met a lot of villains in my time who are just desperate people with nowhere else to go. They've tried so hard to have a quote-unquote normal life, and yet society has failed them. And these are people who become villains and steal to provide for their families, to put food on their tables because they have no other options. Meanwhile, heroes are praised as saints for beating those same desperate people to bloody pulps and locking them away in prison cells to rot. And for doing that, they get all the fame and fortune they could dream of. Does that seem fair to you? Both of my parents say, I know you and I don't talk about them much, but they weren't the best people, and my childhood was rough, to say the least. Did any hero ever stop to lend me a hand? No. Some dirty kid in a neighborhood that was falling apart. I doubt any heroes wanted to get within 100 miles of that hellhole. And yet, it was the villains who were there for me. They fed me, gave me shelter. They helped all the kids in my hometown, and then, sooner or later, a hero would step in and steal them all away from us. They'd take the only love and care I'd received in my life and lock it in a cage far from my reach, and I was left alone once again. Sorry, I'm rambling, aren't I? To answer your question of why I chose to become a villain, I guess. It's because, from my perspective, this world needs someone to help those that the heroes won't. The people need someone willing to save them from their heroes. I don't know. I'm sure you might not understand things from my point of view right now, but I hope you can at least sympathize with where I'm coming from. I never wanted to be seen as the bad guy, and I don't think I am. Am I breaking the law by suiting up and going out there without a hero license? I am, but someone needs to do this. Someone needs to be there to help the people that really need it. And if the heroes aren't going to do it, then I'm gonna handle things my way. I'm sorry. I know this might be a lot for you to take in, and I never wanted you to see me like this. I never wanted you to know that I'm a villain. But this is just who I am. It's a part of me, and now you know that, so I hope you'll accept me as myself, really. I can't tell you how stressful it's been doing all this. Pretending to be one person at home and just being a sweet boyfriend, going off to work my really long late night job. Now you know the truth, and I feel like I'm going in circles, but God, I love you. I'm sorry for being such a... Okay, I get the message. I'll stop apologizing. Hey, why don't we go out somewhere, get a few drinks, and sit down and just lay everything out on the table? How's that sound?